minutes.
It's fine. We're coming up to like those little pauses in the middle of a chapter.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stop at that.
There we were in the Alaskan wilderness.
Jesus Christ. Wrong character.
I was trying to explain this to my mom. And I was like, we're just like in the tundra. Just imagine the ice planet of Hoth. That's where we are. And she's like,
I
Imagine,
suggested... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say naked and afraid, but everyone's gay.
Is that naked and gay or gay and afraid?
Gay and afraid.
Gay and afraid.
Gay and afraid.
Oh no, we got a new name for the group, don't we?
oh, yep.
We're changing it right now.
We're no longer esteemed little dudes. We are gay and afraid.
Yeah.
Wait, we are gay and afraid, esteemed little dudes.
Oh,
no,
God.
I'm just gay and afraid.
No, I'm good with just gay and afraid.
I'm good with just gay and afraid.
That is two very apt words to describe every person here.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Love it.
So,
That pretty much explains my life, yeah.
I suggested that the troll fuck off. He do.
I am here, I am queer, and I am deeply afraid.
And I am riddled with anxiety. Volley of arrows hit the troll. There's more people. Turns out it's an old man riding a Snokobo who knows Jasper and Az's mom and dad. Ulcora is evil shaman lady who killed their mom. She's a shaman, a healer, because irony. Alicia is their mom's name. Neat. Jaren is the name of our savior. Gunvald is the name of their dad, also the name of an 80s action hero. Eventually, they turned Ulcora into a fine puree. Kind of fucked up, but that's for therapy.
That was good. I love Kira's.
That's fair.
And that is about where we left off. I believe... I know, okay, your dad had walked away to collect his thoughts and things. So I think you all were kind of just standing outside the tent at this moment.
Yeah, I had taken Az to go get us cleaned up.
And the rest of you were cleaning up the
Cleaning the
tent.
Wait, let me
Yeah.
see your shirt, Josh. I was told that you
Oh,
got
yeah,
it
we
today.
told cool shirts.
I got mushrooms.
Oh, I love it.
Wait. Mushrooms!
Has any of the mushrooms here? I got it. Got a little frog with mushrooms.
I can't stop it for you, Lizzie.
I love it. He's so cute.
Oh.
Oh. I'm only seeing
You're
half.
too close to the phone.
Take,
I don't know how to make this work. I tried.
take a trip.
That is cute.
Thank you for trying.
Um,
I appreciate it. Oh, it's
Little
just
I'm
mushroom
also
bag.
sitting on the fucking floor, so it's kind of hard.
That's all I have in terms of mushrooms at the moment. Yeah.
God damn, I'm old. That shit hurt.
Right?
So yes, I do believe that the other three of us were on cleanup duty while Az and Jasper figuring out how they feel after, what they did to that woman.
You guys have a few options for cleaning up. You could, grab a bucket and melt some snow. Or you could try to find a running creek.
A running creek?
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a running creek around here?
A running queen. I'm trying to queen.
That almost sounds like a slur.
I think
A running creek?
I would try and find a creek.
Okay.
Is your creek running? Because I hope you better catch it.
Roll me a survival check.
Love how this is recorded.
Oh, we're getting canceled.
20? 27.
So pretty easily, you know your nature very well. I'll say like you get like just out of eyesight of the camp, but you manage to find a creek. It's not entirely frozen. You do kind of have to like use like your rapier to at least break up the ice so that you can get to it.
I have a pickaxe
That works better.
that I stole off a dead person.
It's only like 4 inches
that.
thick, so after a couple swings, you manage to break it.
I have a few questions.
Sure.
Okay.
First,
I'll see
you said that this was just a tent, right?
Yes.
So the floor of the tent is just the ground outside, right?
Yes.
Okay. Second question: did we long rest between the troll fight and here at any
Yeah.
point? I just don't
Yes.
remember.
We did.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals and summon a pack of wolves to eat the remains.
Oh,
Okay.
seems a little chaotic, but I'm into it.
Yeah, you're already cleaning.
So there's not much of her left, and you did go with Jasper down to the
I
creek.
thought that's where she was going, was to get stuff to clean up with. My bad.
No,
Clean
I'm
you guys
going to
up, 'cause
clean
you're covered
you.
with blood.
You guys
Oh.
are covered in blood.
You
Oh,
ate
yeah.
her.
Gotcha. I was just trying to finish the job. My bad.
You were the one who ate her.
She gone.
It's not the first time.
We're just stabbing the blood now.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just kind of going around the tent, prestidigitating. Like, I know it only cleans like small areas, but I'm just like, oh, well, I'll be in here for like a good half an hour.
Yeah.
I am resigned to my fate. I've got a bucket and a rag, and I'm just scrubbing.
I'm helping Poppy do that.
Both of you are kind of like scrubbing at the fabric of the tent where like splashes have gone. You do know that like ultimately they're probably going to throw away the broken chair now. There's really no point in cleaning that, and snow is underneath you, so like you're just trying to get the stains off of the tents.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't have mending, guys. Sorry.
I feel like maybe they should just paint the place red at this point.
That's a little morbid.
Also, it can elicit some like a certain kind of like emotion, and I feel like maybe they don't need like added reason to be angry.
A constant
Whoop, whoop.
reason, but it was still murder.
Try that again, Lizzie.
I said a constant reminder that they murdered someone.
Well, I just meant if it's gonna be stained forever. You know, when you like, if you get a nosebleed, you should use like a red towel. Like, that's all I was.
I know how to get blood out. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh, that's concerning.
You both do look over, and the area that Poppy has already scrubbed is spotless.
Oh, look at that.
Yo, does Poppy have bleach?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a bleach cantrip.
Getting blood on the fabric is not. Well,
Cast Conjure Bleach.
conjure, please. That's it. I should grab dice.
That's something Poppy would do if it was possible.
100%.
She'd 100% have that spell in her arsenal.
Where's my hand sanitizer?
Never where you need it.
Jasper and Azurite, is there anything that you guys would like to discuss in this private moment?
Yeah, as we're like walking down to the creek, I'm just gonna try to take in, like, read the emotions on my sister's face, which I'm sure there are none present.
I'm gonna make a deception check.
I'll make an insight check.
I'm shit at deception.
Can
We
you
know.
beat a 21?
You can tell she's trying to hide her emotions. I got a 12.
Can he tell what emotions you are trying to hide, or just that you are trying to kind of cover all of them?
I think it would be like it'd be a lot of different emotions that probably even she can't exactly place which ones they are, but that there are a lot going through her mind, which is why she's also trying so hard to hide it until she can figure out the emotions.
You know, it's been a while since it's just been me and you, or even that we just had time to talk.
I guess it has.
And it seems like you're going through a lot right now. A lot of stuff. Well, we both are, obviously, but you in particular. Seems like a lot of shit's been weighing on you. If you want to talk, it's probably going to be our only chance for a while.
I guess it's a bit weird knowing that you look exactly like the person who was murdered because of you.
It's not really our fault. I mean, it would have happened regardless if she was pregnant. You can't blame yourself for it. And I think you should probably be happy that you look like her. There's a connection there that can never be severed.
I guess you're right. It's just so weird. Sort of.
Just in general, I agree, it is weird because honestly, I'd kind of just accepted that we were tricksters from the Fae.
Yeah, that's what they all thought we were. It's what they treated us as such.
I never thought we would get proof of where we came from. It feels nice. Not necessarily how it ended, but everything's tied up now. We know everything.
It's both weird and sad to think that everything we went through was from some petty jealousy.
Isn't that how most things start, really? Something petty just rolls out of control. Gets bigger than it was ever supposed to be.
I guess.
But we won't be remembered for this. This is nothing on what our history will be able to tell about us.
What,
We
that
still
we
are going to do
murdered
great
her?
things. No one knows about that other than us and our friends.
And apparently our father.
I don't think he'd tell anyone. He was there for it.
That's true. But this was a good family bonding. If you could say that.
I hate to be like this, but I'd hardly call him family. I mean, he means well, but I don't see anything or feel anything when I look at him.
Yeah, it's... Family isn't necessarily who you're born to, it's who you die for. We just met him.
You're right. What did you think of his offer?
I think it's nice knowing that you have a place to come back to. But I don't know if I'd want to permanently stay here.
There's not a lot going on around here.
No, it
I mean,
seems
50
kind of
people
boring.
It seems horribly boring.
It seems very boring. I think...
Go ahead.
I love the image that we both just say I think at the same time. I think that it'd definitely be a good thing to come and visit.
I was going to say the same thing.
But I don't know, I like adventuring.
Fucking friends, man.
I like the adventuring. I don't know, I think in the long run, once everything's done with the Frost Maiden and everything, it might be worth sitting down with Gunvald, saying, hey, what happens if we don't want to take over?
Yeah, you're probably right. It'd be a conversation to have. Have you given any thought to what you do want to do once we're free? I
God,
have
no.
ideas.
I
I want to explore the Sword Coast.
The sword, that'd be awesome, actually.
I mean, we've ran around in villages and tribes our entire life. Wouldn't it be nice to see a big city?
Honestly, yes. I don't know. I've spent our lives just trying to keep us alive since they threw us out, especially.
It's nice to think about actually living instead of surviving.
Yeah, I think definitely what I want to do after this is not just survive, but to live.
For the first time.
Yeah. I don't know, I'd want to make a name for ourselves.
That's been the plan the whole time, hasn't it?
Well, yeah. So far, the name that I'm making is almost getting ourselves killed, so I need to do some...
Yeah, I believe the legacy you're leaving behind right now is borderline criminal.
It's almost suicidal. I don't know, but I do think it's nice having this little family we've got with us.
It's the first time I've trusted this many people.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't really know a lot about them. Like,
No.
definitely we're close, and I trust them all. But what can we really say about what we know about them at their core?
Well, one of
Did they
them
look
was
out for us?
apparently
Yeah.
born 4 days ago, but I don't really believe that.
It's really, really fucking hard getting a read on her. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been trying.
I think that it's just some form of amnesia. Something
They were
happened.
found- Yeah, but someone just drops into a forest where you die in hours, like with no clothes on to speak of.
They can teleport.
I suppose.
They're a fucking mage. Maybe they teleported. In the teleportation, they got amnesia and they forgot that they could cast those high level of spells.
Dude, yeah.
Also, have you noticed? Never mind, it's fine.
No, now I need to know. You brought it up.
There's just a couple things I've noticed, like the familiar's name.
Yeah. What
And
the
also,
fuck is
I
up with
believe-
that?
When we first met them, they said that they heard a name when they first woke up.
Yeah,
and
and
it's
that-
also
Yeah. That, I think, wasn't it that the first name that they heard was what they named their familiar, and it was also Poppy.
yeah.
Like, should we be afraid that they're actually just a fucking sleeper agent and they're gonna come to kill our
You know,
fucking cleric?
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like they're a really highly trained assassin. They were just outside of the town we were in. Isn't it kind of concerning?
Yeah. We just found them in the
We just haven't
in the
hit the trigger
middle
word
of
yet.
something. we haven't found the trigger word yet.
Maybe we need to just start randomly dropping words and just seeing if there's a reaction.
What kind of words do you think it would be?
It could be anything. Something that would probably come up in conversation. I'll be taking notes on it. I'll be compiling a list.
Should we? I don't know. Should we ask them? Well, aren't they? They're an elf, aren't they? What do they think of when they trance? Could we try and figure out clues from whatever they see?
But don't you worry, if we start pushing too hard, we might awaken them.
Yeah, but now I'm intrigued. When I set my
Regardless of
mind
that-
to something, I need to figure it out.
But you know, Ashira's not the only strange one we have around.
All of us.
All of them are everyone's strange.
Like, what the fuck's up with Andy? She
They came
doesn't
from,
fucking sleep. She doesn't
I think they came-
dream.
I think think
She
they
doesn't
came from one of the
speak.
moons or something.
One of the what?
Like a moon or something.
A moon?
Well, have you looked at them? They have stars in their eyes.
That's fair. Aren't
I've
there
never
other
met anyone that looks
planes?
like that.
Aren't there other planes?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they fucking thought we came from, like, the Fey realm. Couldn't there be one for the moon?
I feel like
Is
there's
there-
something like that. Like,
Is there a
astral
realm for the
something?
moon?
Can I make a intelligence check to see if there's a moon realm?
Yeah. Can I check too?
Sure. Make a history check.
What's your history? Should I?
7. 1 second. I
Is
think I
that a
have
plus
+1
7?
intelligence.
Or is that what you
No.
rolled?
I rolled a 7. I haven't added anything yet.
Unnatural 20. I'm
Well, let
more
me look at my
learned.
intelligence.
There are a few people that believe there is a society amongst the stars.
Oh shit. As
9. Yes.
I think I read once that some people do think that there's some people who that there's like a colony that they live amongst the stars. Do we think that Andy was one of them?
Yes.
How do we have this come up casually in a conversation?
Maybe we just like
Or do
plant
we
the
leave
seeds
it?
around.
We just plant the seeds?
Like, oh man, it'd be really nice if, people could just live among the stars. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, we could be
Just
like,
so beautiful up there.
like have you seen this constellation? I wonder what it would be like to live in it.
Right, what if you could see it in person?
Oh, that one's pretty good.
I think one of us is a sleeper agent and the other is an alien.
Now, what about Poppy?
Poppy just seems like a normal person that's been through like way too much shit.
Yeah, they've got some deal with the dead. I feel like
I don't know if a deal or more of just like a moral contract with the dead.
I think my guess, because I once read part of their book, I think somebody died that then made them have this obsession with the dead.
I thought they were like a gravekeeper by trade.
Maybe because somebody died, or maybe they were a gravekeeper, and then they knew this person, and then they died.
I just
This
realized
episode-
something.
This
I just
episode
realized
is...
something.
Go ahead.
What's the anime knowledge like here?
Zero.
Too much. Who
Decent.
fucking
Next to non.
Okay, Josh, have you ever heard of or just directly seen The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya?
lied? Years ago.
You guys are literally talking about the three of us like we were an alien, a time traveler, and an esper.
As I've just as right, I've just realized something.
What?
That 'cause you know Sylvan too, right? Wasn't just me
obviously.
that he didn't just teach it to me, right?
Right.
You know what? Ishira is Sylvan for forgotten. They
What?
forgot their own fucking name.
Oh shit.
I'm kidding. It does mean forgotten. However, I don't know, were they fucking kicked out?
Did you just look that shit up?
No. I'm
The
super
DM DM'd
smart.
them.
I'm super
Oh,
smart,
okay.
and I know Sylvan.
Got it. I was like, how did what?
This episode of Conspiracies with the Twins.
Listen, I'm gonna say anything. I've just been enjoying hearing you two go back and forth.
So good.
But I think
The camera
this-
just occasionally smash cuts back to the cabin where like all of us are just cleaning. I'm doing like a happy working song.
I think
Little fucking songbird fluttering around.
My spot is significantly
owl.
cleaner than anybody else's.
Pissing off an owl. The Poppy's like being an annoying little shit to Caster.
However, brother, I think everybody's hiding something, and we're sort of just the open book. It feels as if, like, our arc was done first, so everybody already knows
feels
us.
that way. Like, we've got nothing to hide anymore. Not that we did in the first. Maybe that's just how, like, grown-ups interact, and we just never learned that. Like, you just lie about your entire past to everyone?
Do the twins technically count as grown-ups, though?
No.
No, we're 20.
Yeah, I don't remember our, like, actual age.
Yeah,
like
you're babies.
We're like 20
You're
or 21.
babies.
And we're not even elves, so, like... I think, I don't know, okay, all seriousness, as I'm, like, finishing up washing his face. Do we do anything about our little conspiracy theories, or do we just leave it?
You see, obviously not all at once. But I feel like it would be a good thing to bring up of like, hey, you know everything about us, but we know like nothing about you. Maybe we should have like a little family sharing time.
I don't know, would they consider us family? I'd say like currently right now they're kind of like cousins.
Yeah, like distant cousins that
Yeah.
you kind of just got pushed together on like a family outing together. And then you got lost in the woods and it just went on for far too long.
Yeah. But like... I don't... This whole thing's weird.
It's not really what I expected when we left East Haven, to be honest with you.
No. I don't even know what I was expecting when we left, but it wasn't this.
Not this. Everything's just really weird, and I don't feel like I really know what we're doing other than kind of just stumbling around.
Like, we've got a bunch of things that we've sort of signed ourselves up to do, but we don't know how to do it.
We also have like no clue what's going on the grander scheme of things, and that's kind of what we set out to do in the first place.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating.
It is.
Also, just random little question: what the fuck's going on with you like talking to voices in your head?
Did you notice that because we're twins, or was it that obvious?
Like you had mentioned it because you thought it was Andy talking to you, but it wasn't.
Alright, so I don't remember exactly when it started. It started like a day or so ago. And it started out with this voice in my head. But I don't recognize the voice.
Is it like a very happy, cheery, friendly voice, or like a spooky, scary?
It was kind of creepy. It was a bit ominous. But it asked me, do I want to protect you? And I said, always. And it said, listen to me when the time comes. And then last night, when I'd said, okay, we can leave going to kill the bitch until the morning, and it said to me, do you really want to leave that? And I don't know what I think it's trying to provoke me.
It kind of sounds like it is.
I don't know. I don't know who it is.
You think it could be Andy fucking with you and just like putting on a spooky mind voice?
I don't think Andy's got it in her.
You're right. Just let me know if it happens again.
Let me know if it happens to you.
Alright, so far so good.
Should we
Nothing so far.
Should we ask everybody else if they've had the voice in their head?
You know, seeing that you said it's kind of creepy, probably yeah.
Do you think they'd even tell the truth if they have?
Probably not, but it's worth the ask.
Who do you think would lie? I think Andy would tell the truth.
I feel like Ashira would probably tell the truth as well. Honestly,
But it depends
like
on what
maybe-
they're fucking hiding.
Yeah, if they're really a sleeper agent or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of does make a difference.
I don't know, should we just start talking to them in Sylvan?
Maybe that's the trigger word. You
We'll
just
just
say
start-
something in Sylvan.
Just start talking shit and see if I piss them off so much that they say something.
Man, I wish there was like a spell that could look into someone's memory and fix it. Almost like you could modify someone's memory.
I think I have heard of that, but they have to be really fucking powerful.
Bet Dritz could do it.
At least he'd know somebody. Man, I wonder where he's at these days. He'd be a tremendous help with all of this shit.
I know, right? Like, well, you know, we're pretty sure he's still here. He could be like trying to kill the Ice Maiden as we speak.
Well, then we definitely should have been trying to find him if we're working towards the same goal.
He's rather elusive. I don't think we would find him if we wanted to.
He probably doesn't even remember us.
I'd say we're probably the most unforgettable people you've ever met in the Dale.
It has been, like, what, 10 years?
Around that.
While the twins are discussing this, walking back to the rest of the group, conspiracy theories with the twins, Poppy,
Hi.
you are like zoned into this cleaning right now, pretty focused, and there's almost like a doorbell, but like the ring that goes off inside your head. You hear a voice speaking. Hello, this is Copper Knobberknocker. Are you the group that's been helping around the Dale?
Could you repeat that name one more time, please?
Copper.
Yeah.
Copper Knobberknocker.
Oh, I got close.
No, that last name
Knobberknocker.
changed.
Copper?
Nope.
No.
Knotter.
Hang on.
That's what I
Hang on.
heard.
Caitlin, please.
Nope, that's what I heard. That's their name now.
Hang on.
Nutter?
That's what I heard.
I don't want to be here.
Knobberknocker.
Knobberknocker.
I heard Nodder Nutter.
Knobberknocker.
You can reply back to this message.
Here. Do I know if I would have to reply out loud or could I reply in my head?
You can reply in your head.
Okay, yeah. I'll kind of pause for like a split second in my scrubbing and then realize that I stopped and kind of go back to it. That depends. Who's asking?
A few seconds go by. Well, it's me, Copper Knobberknocker. If you will have a moment, I reside in Bryn Shander and have a favor to ask of you.
Oh no.
They're so far away.
A few more seconds pass. If you're out of town, that was really what I was going to ask anyway, so I could give you the location if you could just go check up on it for me.
Rope, we're making a name of
How many
ourselves.
sending spells does this bitch have?
He's used 3.
Sure, what, sure. Yeah, what's the favor?
A couple more seconds go by. Hang on, I've got to reread this 1 second.
Yo, 4th casting of sending? What the fuck?
We're about to see if they've got any 4th level spell slots.
He just had a lot of scrolls laying around. He's just burning through all of them.
There's just a wizard in the back going, Copper, for fuck's sake!
So my friend is trying to build something, and his cabin is kind of far out, but I haven't heard from him recently, and it's worrying me a little bit.
Sounds like Lizzie.
That's great. That explains absolutely nothing. Where's the cabin? What are we doing?
I will say he gives you a like vague enough description of where the cabin is so that you can kind of like pinpoint it on a map. It's not like exactly, but it's the general vicinity of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just check in.
Yeah, but who is this bitch?
Oh god, don't make me pronounce this.
Who's Copper
Out loud
Notternucker?
As bad as copper nutter butter.
Out loud.
I
Yeah.
swear, we have not learned of this person before, have we?
I would remember the fuck out of this name.
Yeah, I feel
I
like we'd remember
don't-
this name.
I feel like you spent like 0.5 seconds in the town of Brinchander and moved on and have never gone back to it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Shit was shit was cash
Out
money and we
loud.
were gone.
And kind of under my breath, I'm just gonna go, how many fucking sending spells does this bastard have?
Macradia. Macratus.
Macranus?
Macratus.
So if anybody's close to me, they heard me say that out loud.
Sorry, what was that?
There's somebody's using a shitload of sending spells to ask us to go check out on a cabin in the middle of nowhere.
Weird.
Huh.
Is that what you've been staring into space the last 10, 20 seconds?
Yeah, pretty much.
What do I know of the sending spell? Do I know that you need to be like familiar with someone
I feel
to
like
cast something?
we were supposed to meet this person and then we kind of dipped and we have to just somehow make it work.
You also know that like the more work that you guys have done around towns, the more people are talking about you. There aren't many adventuring parties, especially doing good things. So now that you guys are level 5, almost everyone in the 10 towns has heard of you.
Whoa.
And quite a few of them have met you and could describe you well enough to someone to use a sending spell.
Okay, is that all that you would need? Like, if sending existed in real life, could I theoretically, like, sending Ryan Reynolds or something?
I feel like you could.
Yeah, as long as you
Just
know
like
what they look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as long as like you have some form
I
of
think that-
familiarity, like their name,
Yeah.
what
Okay,
they
but can
look
we
like.
think about the real life implications of that and like
Oh my god.
how many like barrier spells and stuff? There would be a whole market for those.
Yes.
God.
Oh, for sure.
Basically like DMing someone in there. Like on Instagram or
Yeah.
Except it's in their head.
yeah, gross.
Constantly.
Bro, pooping?
Hey, you pooping? Oh my god.
No one ever expects Copper Knobbernucker.
Nutter.
Someone please write that down. No
Oh my-
one ever expects.
Not a nutter.
You must be Copper Cockknocker.
I'm putting that in there.
No! Kira!
What? I've seen the Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Stop it!
I know this guy. He's fucking powerful, man. Okay, so so this has happened to us. I'm just gonna be like, so, like, do you trust this guy that he's not, like, putting us into a trap?
No.
Cool. Pass the water bucket there. I'm just gonna get this.
I hand it over.
And I just start kind of cleaning, and I think it's a solid 45 seconds before I'm like, it's not normal to hear voices, right? Like, just like people talking to you in your head.
I've been told it's not, but just kind of how I grew up, so I'm used to it.
Not normally. No. But
Yeah, because it's been happening a lot recently. I mean, like, obviously with Andy, I don't really know like what's up with that, but I'm just kind of letting you.
No,
hear that.
normal.
And then, you know, The dreams were weird. Everybody's dreams seem to be getting really weird.
Man, you all haven't fucked.
Yeah.
No.
Did you say we all have it fucked, or we all
Yeah.
haven't fucked? Because I heard,
That's what I
I
heard.
heard the latter.
I heard we all have a fuck. Like, we all have one.
I
You
heard,
all.
I
He
heard we
has
all
exactly
have
zero
it.
fuck.
So
What are you talking about?
You all have it.
Especially right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure like all of us are kind of deeply traumatized in some sort of way. I just don't remember mine.
Good point.
Are you sure?
And don't get me wrong, like I still got my own stuff, but I just y'all are all going through a lot right now.
Have we finished
Yeah.
cleaning by now?
Also, yeah, you've kind of like gathered all your stuff back up. You feel pretty comfortable. Once it dries, it'll be completely invisible. Like it never happened.
Perfect.
Clean up the crime scene.
No body, no crime.
Technically.
Spoken like a true sociopath.
So
Or a Swiftie.
when
They
you're
think we did it, but they just can't prove it.
when you're like wild shit and you eat a person, is that still like cannibalism?
Oh,
I
Oh.
really don't want to think about that, Andy.
I just imagine that Andy has the darkest, stupid thoughts. It's like you're all just shower thoughts.
I didn't need the wild shape for my cannibalism. I just needed to be deeply scarred. Um, yeah, that's an interesting one. To be fair, I'm not going to ask Azurite that.
Would it be weird to ask?
Yeah, it would be really fucking weird to ask.
I think like maybe it's something that you bring up like in a month from now when we look back on this day.
Well,
We're like,
no, it
oh,
wasn't-
remember when you
I feel
killed the girl that killed your mom? That was
Yeah.
wild.
But if I brought it up now, it would be a little like too soon.
A little out of pocket.
But yeah. Okay.
But you know, stow that one away, and we'll work on
Or-
that.
You know, just forget completely about it, because I don't want to know the answer.
Okay. Eventually she'll like go and look that up in a library somewhere.
The ethics of wild shaping druids.
Yeah, what's the D&D equivalent of Wikipedia?
A library.
Candlekeep.
Candle. Yeah.
Candlepedia?
Can you edit the books in Candlekeep?
Nope.
Don't see why not.
If you
You
don't
just
get
go in and
caught.
add, into the books.
You just annotate.
It's been a while. I'm gonna peek out of the tent. Do I see the twins coming
Yeah, I
back
think by
up?
this point you do.
I think
They seem
before
pretty deep in conversation.
I think before we left, I just gave him a big hug. I was like, it's definitely been nice to get to just, like fuck around and talk.
Find out.
I really miss this, honestly.
Get to just leave the survival mode behind for a few minutes.
We should do this more often.
We
Just
should.
get away for a little bit. Not the whole thing like kill, someone and
No, I don't think
all that. Just
It's
get
not-
away and talk.
Yeah, it's not necessarily things that I like to do, But when it's needed, I'll do it.
Of course.
Same with
We always have.
sticking the one woman's hands out the window, and we'll forget about that.
Yeah, we've done a lot of fucked up shit already.
I remember
Not our
that.
finest moment.
God, I literally forgot about that.
I'll be the bad
Yeah, the
guy
time we
when
actually
needed.
tortured a person?
I'll be the bad guy when it's needed. I'll bear it
Oh,
so
man.
they don't have to.
You're gonna hear that voice again. You keep this shit up. But yes,
Oh, hey, guys.
we do this every once in a while. Oh, hello.
We cleaned up. It should smell. Well, honestly, it kind of smells like bleach a little bit. But
Where'd you get bleach?
What's bleach?
Poppy kind of pulled it out, and I know better than to ask questions I don't need answers to. So, but it's very clean. Very clean.
Well, good. Sorry we didn't help at all. We got a little carried away just talking things through.
Well, you had
Completely
plenty to clean up
understandable.
on yourselves. You took half of it with you.
It was a mess. So, now that our business is taken care of, do we have an idea of where we're going next, or is there anything anyone else needs to attend to?
Well, did we want to, before we leave, talk to Gunvald and see if there's anything he knows about the Frost Maiden, what's going on?
That's probably a good idea.
We did get a request from someone for help.
From
A
who?
request?
Oh yeah, Poppy was
yes.
hearing voices.
Apparently,
What?
I'm starting to.
What voices are you
What?
hearing?
Sure, no. It was sending spell. This bastard must have had like 20 scrolls in front of him. But yeah, apparently his friend is building or inventing something out in the middle of nowhere. He wants us to go check up on them. If you gave me a map, I could give you the general area that it would be in.
We can see if maybe Gunvald has a map he could spare.
I believe one of you should have a map. Probably Poppy, honestly.
If any of us has got a map, it's you, Poppy.
Okay, I'll pull out my map.
Well, it's either you or me. I probably would have given it to you.
But, like, you can pretty easily triangulate the area that he was talking about.
Okay.
It's not like you're not sure of your exact locations right now, but it wasn't terribly far from like where you guys originally were.
Oh, like
Okay.
when the Snoger attacked us?
Yeah.
I'll like.
Oh, cool.
I'm assuming I have a pencil on me. Yeah, I'll just circle the general area that the cabin would be in.
It's not too far out of the way.
Yeah, but we gotta go back to where we were attacked. I mean, he was running away for about 8 hours, so he's probably cleared some mad distance. But after that 8-hour period, he is fully able to just come back.
Coming back with a vengeance.
I feel like he'd be kind of tired though after 8 hours.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's got big lung capacity. You never know.
Oh, he would just be walking, like, for 8 hours. Oh, he's gonna be in a lot of pain. Yeah, he'll probably want to rest. Sorry, these powers are kind of new, as is most of everything.
Do your powers come somewhere? Like, do you feel them in yourself, or like, did you? You know what I mean? Like, where do they feel like they come from?
But so when I was born, of my last recollection,
Right. Or whatever that was.
right? I had this book, and this book had a couple of spells in it, And I had some time, right? Because like I was kind of in the middle of a forest and sweet nothing was going on, and I knew that the guards were going to patrol at some point. So I had some time to just kind of look through the book and prepare a couple that would help me along my way. I don't have the memory to like prepare everything that's in this book, but I can take a couple of useful ones every day.
How many spells are there?
Oh, 10 or 12, give or take.
Oh.
What about your bird?
Oh, yes. So it was one of the first spells that I looked at. Kind of gives you an ability to, summon a companion to be with you. And I figured, hey, I'm very alone right now. I would definitely like something or someone with me. And so that's what I did, is I made a little something or someone with me.
What was its name again?
I named it Poppy because that was the first thing I remember. And so it was just kind of like the only word that I remember. So I was like, oh, that sounds like a sweet name.
I feel like the stars might have aligned at that point. There's a reason that you
Do I believe her?
are a group.
That this was...
That would be insight versus persuasion or deception.
Yeah, come on, sleeper agent.
I got a 17.
She looks at the very least like she believes what she's saying. Like this is all legit to her.
I think I'll mutter to myself loud enough for Ashira to hear it. Names are not important, it's what lies inside that matters. Then I'm gonna look to see if they understood it.
Names are not important, it's what lies inside that matters.
Yeah, but I said it in Sylvan.
Oh, you said it in Sylvan.
Yeah, I missed that part too.
See if they understood it.
I'm just gonna kind of look at you.
But it looks as if I just muttered it to myself.
Oh, like just muttered it to yourself, so it doesn't
But,
look like you were talking to me.
Yeah, but just loud enough for you to hear it.
Sure, it also, like, her Sylvan is very clunky. Like, it is something that she does not use very often. So, like, it takes you a few moments to, like, fully register what she's saying, just because it's not, like, commonly used language by her.
Yeah, perfect. I don't know Sylvan. So
Well,
I just kind of am very confused at what I'm hearing. But I kind of shrug it off, like, she's not talking to me. She's probably just talking, like, in her native tongue, maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna then look to Az with, like, a look of, it's not that.
I'm just going to take out a piece of paper and just check off one thing.
The twins have gone back to their
I'm gonna
childish
notice
ways.
this and just give each of them a look like you better fucking knock it out.
I give you a wink.
Actually,
Stop it. Don't do it.
Jasper.
Whatever you're thinking, stop.
Jasper, it's funny that you mentioned that, actually. You were talking about weird dreams the other day.
Yes. Has anybody else had any weird dreams?
No.
What?
Yeah,
What's up with that? Why don't you dream?
I've always found them really fascinating. I think that it's a concept that you see sleep and that you like can visit your memories and things like that. Yeah, I can't do that, but it's cool that you can.
What about everybody else? What did you dream about?
Nothing I haven't already dreamed about before.
That's incredibly ominous. You're the only one that doesn't share.
Same old nightmares, I guess.
That's still so ominous that even after what I said, you're still standing by it.
I wasn't able to, like, trance like normal. No one was really talking. Like, we usually get to hear, or at least from what I know, like, you get to hear or see past lives. But I don't think that my kind. I don't think that we get to see that.
What do you mean, your kind?
I mean, I've been kind of trying to figure out what I am. And anytime that I get a chance to reflect in the water, I mean, like, the pointed ears, right? And the figure kind of all line up with something to do with elves or something like that, but it's different.
Do you
I feel
remember
this.
any of your past lives?
I can't. Normally, that happens when you trance, and I can't. It doesn't happen for me. I just keep getting that word over and over again. I don't know if it has anything to do with you, Poppy. It could deal with the flower, or, you know, maybe somebody's, like, pops. I don't know. I genuinely, it's just the only thing I have to go off of.
Love that I heard my name. Did not catch about 90% of that.
Aw.
My Wi-Fi.
Akira has not really been able to trance. Like, they have no connection to their past lives and cannot remember them at all.
Okay. There was more to that, wasn't there? Because
The
then
only
she
thing
went and
that I get is that word, is the word Poppy. I don't know if it's, like, the flower or somebody's, like, grandpa. It could be you.
It
I mean,
is
like, genuinely, I have no idea.
It is oddly strange, though, I'd have to say, that you awoke or were born or were found just outside of a city with a person named Poppy inside of it. Like, it's kind of a sign, right?
Is
Could
there
be.
was there ever a certain feeling or something that came along with the word, or was it just the word?
Find them, protect them.
So it was definitely a person
Yeah.
it was referring to.
Or I could be protecting the flower. No, it really
Do you
does feel like it's a person, doesn't it?
see any flowers around here?
No, but I also didn't really know that would be a thing.
What does the voice sound like?
Which voice?
The one saying Poppy.
It's not really a voice. It's
Oh, it's just a thought?
yeah.
Like a memory almost, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The closest thing I have to a memory.
But again, it's just like too convenient that you were dropped off at our doorstep, essentially, with one name ingrained in your head, and it just so happens to be a name of a person that was like the first person you interacted with.
Right after we'd lost somebody as well.
Yeah, that was awfully convenient.
I suppose.
It
I'll
may
be right
be a
back.
bit strange, but
I remembered something.
You're good.
do you feel like a connection to Poppy? Like you were sent to speak with her, maybe, or something? Is it like when you look at her, is there a certain feeling of like fulfillment or accomplishment?
Are you like somebody reincarnated? Like, what the fuck?
She's actually gonna try and hide this part of her emotion, and I want to see how well she can do it.
Insight check.
I'd like to insight too, because we're all
Good
staring at you.
This shit.
Yep.
Okay, I once again caught none of that.
So Jasper asked if like
If they are
Ashira
the
was reincarnated.
reincarnation of somebody.
Oh.
And they're trying to hide something. And so we're all making insight checks, because we're all staring at
I'll
them as
make an
they're
insight
doing
check.
this. I got a 22.
Unnatural 20.
Oh.
Is there anybody else that wants to try and insight?
Yeah, I'm making one.
Anyone?
Let me get the dice. The thing to load.
Bless you.
Roll, please.
That's nice, but I appreciate it.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, my coughs sound like sneezes. Because every time I cough, I get a bless you. I'm like, thanks.
I like doing whenever
Then-
my grandpa burps, just yelling gazoon tight.
My brother, if you burp or hiccup in front of him, he will say bless you and mean it like dead serious. I'm like, bro, that's not when you say it.
He's trying his fucking best, okay?
Truly is.
What the fuck are you doing? My best!
I've started just casting bless on people instead of saying bless you. Just be like, first I'll say bless, and then if it's someone who actually knows D&D, I'll be like, I cast bless.
27.
Shit.
God damn.
Cool. So my deception was a 14.
You were making it like come off
everyone.
as if like it was so fucking high, just waiting for the one person that beat it.
No. I was waiting for maybe if one person failed, but
We all succeeded.
you guys all have super
Okay,
high
I'm
insight.
sorry. Yeah.
I think we all have
I
high
fucked it
wisdom.
That would make sense.
I didn't
Yeah.
touch any of that. I rolled.
You all have
I rolled
high
a
wisdom.
27.
We're comparing.
So this is more of a response to when Az asked, like, do you feel anything towards Poppy? You can notice that, like, her kind of ashen gray skin goes a little red. And she's just like, I don't know. I suppose I feel protective, but I also know that I'm new and none of this makes any sense and is a total breach of boundaries. So I've been trying not to act too much on those protective instincts.
So
I
when
mean,
you,
I want to try and protect, but like protect all of you.
so when you said that you had the feeling of to protect, it was to protect Poppy specifically.
Yeah.
You sure you're not like the fucking reincarnation of one of Poppy's old lovers or something?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Poppy, do you have any old lovers that are dead? I'm coming off incredibly fluid. I apologize. I'm coming back from a very open conversation with my brother. I have to tone it back. I apologize.
Yeah.
It's been a
Yeah,
day.
you do.
It's been a day.
What was your response to that? Lizzie.
Response was, the fuck kind of question is that?
It's literally like the fucking the Family Guy meme of who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely like a way that we could look at this, but like we don't really know, right? So maybe we'll find out together. Hopefully.
Has anybody else had any weird voices in their head? That's not Andy.
I was just
Like maybe like creepy, almost sinister voices. Like maybe tell them to do like morally questionable stuff.
Or just like, you should listen to me when the time comes. Like that kind of thing.
That's incredibly specific.
Because I have. I'll be honest with you there.
Oh, cool.
It's fucking
Cool.
weird.
not great.
I thought it was Andy at first. It was not.
Nope, that's not me. Roll for deception. Just kidding.
Ashira, you haven't?
Can't say I have.
Poppy?
I mean, there was the dude with the sending spell.
Anybody else?
Nah.
I mean, if you've maybe it's like a well, no, because Az didn't hear it. I was thinking maybe it was like a hereditary thing, and like you could ask your dad, like, "Hey, do you hear weird voices at night that tell you to listen to them?" But also, maybe
Yeah,
that might not be the
Great
greatest
way to
starting
start a
off.
conversation with your long lost parent.
Maybe we could do like a communion or something. Like reach out to whoever this is through your mind sphere, and maybe like communicate.
How would
Yeah,
I...
maybe.
How?
I don't know. Maybe just think, I want to talk to you.
What, should I do that now?
Where are we?
I think we're just kind of standing in the middle of the fucking little village.
like we headed
Kinda
up.
like you're
I feel like
inside the tent.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I've started to usher people somewhere even slightly warmer, just,
Yes.
you know.
You stood outside for like 2
okay,
minutes.
let's go.
Sure, I'll try and reach my mind out to this person.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
What is Arcana?
As we're kind of walking around, are there like tradesmen here, or like
Yeah, there are like what are you looking for?
just like tools, supplies, anything that would be kind of useful when we eventually depart, whether we're going for moosin or people talking to us telling us to check up on their dude Chad who's building a house.
There's not a lot because these people are just kind of like out here fending for themselves in the wildlands. But if there's anything specific that you're looking for out of tools, you can probably find them pretty easily. They really don't have any means of like they have no need for gold, so they do not trade in gold.
Right.
Do you have anything that you're willing to barter?
Unlimited soup.
Better.
Well, I actually do have a doggo carving with gemstone eyes.
That is true. I will say you can get 2 sets of tools and about a day's worth of rations for the party with that.
Okay. So I will do that. And specifically, would I be able to find alchemist supplies?
No.
Okay, figured as much. Is there anybody here proficient with an herbalism kit? Because I feel like that might be something they would have.
The twins.
Okay, 'cause I assume that you guys don't have one.
I
Nope.
do not, no.
Okay, so then if there's maybe like a shaman, well, fuck, we killed the shaman.
Let's
Fuck.
raid her tent.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
I'll just go fucking raid her tent.
Yeah, so there are quite a few strange vials in here. I will say you can find like 2 herbalism kits. A diamond worth 300 gold pieces.
We're set.
Yes.
And just some like random like leaves that have been crushed that you're not really sure what medicinal properties they would or if they do hold any.
do a soft sniff.
Cool. I'll just like pack them in with like one of the herbalism kits.
Okay.
And then how many random weird vials do we have?
I'll say there are like 4 that you're not really sure what the contents of them are.
Cool.
They're all varying colors.
Ooh. Rainbow weird vials.
Weird. Oh. I'm going to just go add custom item. And I'm just going to go weird vials of
Mysterious liquid.
strange goo.
I'm gonna drink them all.
And then I'm going to
No.
add 4 of them to the backpack.
I'm giving Az the stink eye. Like, don't you fucking dare. I know what you're thinking. Don't you dare.
I'll hand the twins each their own herbalism kit.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
And then I will pocket the diamond, I guess.
You don't know what it's used for, technically. I mean, this is a shiny rock.
This is a super shiny rock. I know that some people like shiny rocks, so
If you've got
I'm
those
sorry,
weird
you cut out
vials.
what?
Is she is
A
liquid?
diamond.
Oh, I sure found a diamond.
If you've got
Yeah.
those weird vials, maybe Az and I we can
I'll
try
just
and
go over and kind of pluck it out of her hand and look at it.
we can try to identify the vials one time.
It's like almost perfect sizing for what you would need for casting a Revivify.
I have a spell that would use this if nobody else wants it.
yeah, for sure.
Just gonna tuck it into my bag.
Also,
Actually,
I got
no,
like
I'm tucking
these.
it into my pocket.
I got like
Not my
these
bag.
weird things as well. These 4 vials. Don't really mean anything to me, but if you guys can use your kits and your knowledge to maybe figure out, what's going on, then feel
With
free.
my time spent around the mystical and healing and all that kind of stuff, what they are.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh yeah, my Arcana check to try and talk to the voicey voice was a 15.
Okay.
Would we be able to do like a 10-ish minute break?
Yeah.
Okay, because
19.
it's my Nana's birthday in 4 minutes, and so
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Nana.
I will send her the love.
Do I want a cupcake?
Yeah, you do.
I want a cupcake.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Does an elder god reach down and touch Danny's brain?
No, I thought that was in response to do I want a cupcake?
Me too.
You have questions?
Is that where we're starting this 10-minute break?
Yeah.
Pause here, pause.
Oh shit.
You at this
A
point
new
everyone
hand
else has
touches
kind
the
of
beacon.
walked away. It is just you and Azurite in the tent at the moment.
Fuck all of these mosquitoes.
Oh.
I heard that mosquitoes don't like bubbles, apparently.
Do you have any bubbles?
Well, No, I don't have any bubbles.
You should
What the fuck
acquire
is wrong
some.
with you?
I kick all of your asses.
No, I'm like.
I want you all to know that Poppy is having a full-on mental breakdown.
Can we
I'm
tell?
glad
Can
to
I
make it
tell?
worse.
Can I roll an insight check to see if I can tell?
Good fucking luck.
We're in a 10-minute break, guys.
Yeah, we can wait. I'll wait until break's over. I'll be back.
Oh, we can wrap up this scene because Shira's not here for it anyway. It's just the two of y'all.
Oh, I guess, yeah, sure.
But she's gonna want to know.
Yeah, it'd be
Okay.
fair. It'd be fair.
We can't disrespect Grandma's birthday.
No.
I'm gonna go grab a popsicle. I'll be back.
We didn't ask how old Nana was turning.
Oh,
It's
shit.
important.
Here.
We'll have to ask when she comes back.
It's rude.
Why'd you just
a lady her age.
Why'd you just bust up in here like that? You brought a bug with you. There's a fly now. Dogs.
This is gonna sound really morbid, but there was a smear of blood on the fucking light because I smacked a mosquito against it.
I mean, to be fair, they don't have a very long life cycle. You just cut it a few hours short.
It was less the smacking of the mosquito and more the smear of blood that it left on the light.
He had been busy. What are you fucking doing?
Hi, Josh.
Hey.
He's just dropping things.
Yeah, go
After
Josh.
coming in and
That's
dumping my
chaos.
bag of dice on me. Get out. But Lizzie, how you feeling?
Fuck you.
That's valid. Deserved even.
I don't want to be here. This is what I get for having the longest backstory out of everybody.
Truly. See, normally I can always count on Josh having the longest backstory. It was just because he came in late that he did not have a chance to.
Yo, my backstory for Loose Ends is like 8 pages long.
Yeah, I ended up having to give Kira the summary, which ended up being 5 pages long. Because the original was ridiculous.
Oh my god, I put in like 12 NPCs, a new race, a new god, and like 6 new locations. And I was like, yeah, this is a normal, typical D&D backstory. This is fine.
I gave her, like, an entire, like, demi-realm.
And now we're just in hell.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be so good. There's going to be so many people for me to interact with. I've added to the homebrew world. None of it.
Nah, you're dead.
None of that shit.
In whose campaign?
You're dead.
Lucian.
You created a god?
I created a god and a race. So, like, it'll never come up. So
That's what I thought about my entire backstory.
The race will never come up and the god will not. Well, I created 2 new gods, technically.
I would like to learn about them.
Basically, it's like a race of fox people called the Alibara, which tricked a forest goddess into giving them human forms so they could be paladins to protect the forest. And then they were really being swayed by like a god of gambling that turned them against her, and they fled the forest just to like be tricksters. And I was traveling with them.
That sounds pretty cool,
Goodbye.
actually.
Your storyboard board them.
Oh, damn it.
Oh my god, my Wi-Fi just went insane. I caught none of that.
Oh,
Jesus.
all my hard work. Rest in peace.
Well, she's calling me now.
Time for a one-on-one session. Oh God. Hello? Annie, are you okay?
No. I keep getting hit. Oh my god. Just trying to answer Caitlin's message.
That's where you fucked up.
It's I just started a call with her. I'm sorry, Caitlin.
No, it's okay. I joined it.
No, I didn't mean to. I didn't press any buttons. It's all my computer going crazy.
So I decided to wait till the last minute to do anything for packing. And whenever we get off this, I've now got to pack for the entire week that we'll be gone. Because I
Oh, for
work.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Ouch. Well, hey, but if I end up in Chicago for some reason, I could go with you guys.
That would be amazing.
We'll be there from Tuesday to Saturday.
Huh?
Ow.
What did they say?
Should have put more charisma points into Poppy with how often she lies.
Yeah, you should. For maybe other reasons, but yeah.
What's something y'all are proud of?
In regards to.
I feel like we talk about a lot of shitty things, and I want to hear about positive shit.
Proud of my ability to grab mosquitoes out of midair. It served me well tonight.
That's a really broad question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need it to be more specific.
Okay. What is something that you work towards, or like self-improvement?
This is
Yeah, though.
random and it's like a dumb thing. Hello. But so like I worked at Sephora originally 5 years ago, like 5 years ago almost exactly. Um, so I was really scared, like getting back into it, that I wouldn't remember what I was doing. But when it comes to shade matching, I am literally untouchable. Like I will get people's right foundation shade on the first swipe, and that is like my proudest achievement.
Do mine then, because I have never
I
Come
wish I
see
was
me.
good at makeup.
here.
See, I can match my shade, like, on my own really
Well,
well, but whenever
I'm
anybody else
always
tries to match my shade, they never do it right.
yeah. I'm just always the lightest shade in every foundation, if I'm being so honest with you, so it's never a problem for me.
fucking white as fuck.
Always the lightest shade.
Did anybody figure out what was in those files?
No.
We waited.
Wait, where do
Ah.
you Anna?
Oh, I rolled a 19.
So one of them is a healing potion.
Okay,
Beauty.
One of them is a poison.
great.
The other two, you're not entirely sure what's going on with them. One of them kind of gives you like a rotten pumpkin smell, and you're not entirely sure what it does. The other
Cool.
one is like not so much a liquid in this vial, but almost just smoke. And you're also not 100% sure what it does or what it is.
Okay. Yeah, I explained that to the party.
Just liquid smoke.
Interesting. All right.
So that I will manage inventory.
You know, I was joking about drinking all the potions, but I have seen someone do that while I was DMing, and they ended up with like 4 different permanent debuffs.
Oof.
Real.
Yep.
It can happen.
My computer is growing.
I will delete weird vials of goo. I will add potion of healing.
Jasper.
Nah.
Oh, right.
You have
Wait.
questions?
Wait.
Yeah.
How old is Nana?
Oh, she is. Let me do math. She is 68.
Happy
birthday,
68th birthday,
Happy
Nana.
birthday, Nana. Okay, continue.
So is this a potion of poison or is this a basic poison?
It is a basic poison.
Okay.
I would like it.
Uh,
Okay, and then, sorry, bitch said you have questions?
Yes.
Yeah, the voice spoke to Jasper.
Well, I've got an abundance. How many are you willing to answer?
Now, 2.
Who are you?
Asking for a name is a very pricey thing to ask. It might be your only question.
Then I'd say for future reference, you should say that when I ask how many questions. You should say that they come with a cost.
Do you want to know?
What would be the price?
There's 2 questions.
So I would get the one question.
It's a
For
2-for-1 deal.
It's a 1 for 2 deal.
yeah.
Sure, I'll do that one, and then I can just in the future ask the other questions. So who are you?
I'm gonna DM this to you.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do not look
If
this
they
name up
say-
if you don't know what it is.
If they say Poppy,
I don't know what that name is.
Cool.
Don't look it up.
I don't think we've ever heard it.
You have not.
Have I?
I'm going. He hasn't either.
Share with the class.
I
Share
mean,
with
you
the
haven't
class.
told anybody.
None of you as player characters have heard this name. Now my DMs in the group may know who this character is, and that's not allowed.
I will not say who
Oh,
it is.
Rip.
Can I still feel them in my head though at this time?
Yeah.
I guess I'll be hearing more from you, as you will with I.
Till next time.
Till next time, love. I'm gonna look to Aslan and be like,
So, you learn anything?
I learned their name. That was apparently a hefty price. I was only allowed 2 questions, except that one took up both questions.
They must be pretty fucking powerful if they can just answer you like that.
I was not expecting them to answer me.
or they're
Kinda
just
throw it.
always listening.
Shots in the dark at that point, really. What was the name?
I messaged it to you.
What the fuck?
I whisper it to my brother.
Can I make a history check?
Yeah,
Josh, please.
can we make history checks just to see in the off chance have we
Or
ever
would this
heard
just
the
be
name?
like completely out of like the realm of possibility that we would know?
We'll see based on that history check. It's gonna be a pretty high DC.
I got a 5.
I've got a really low intelligence.
I know nothing.
Jasper is as clueless as Danny.
I did roll a natural 17. Let me look at my modifier.
I hope it's plus.
It's definitely at least +2. I just don't know if I'm proficient.
No one's proficient.
But then if he
Checks.
knows anything, message it.
Or no
Okay.
one is proficient in stat checks, is what I meant to say.
19.
You have no idea.
Rip.
Well,
Oh.
we've got a name, though.
Sounds intimidating.
I hate
Truly.
it here.
How powerful does this person have to be to just be in my head?
You think you're dealing with a god?
That was my first thought.
Might be.
It's either... My only thought is that it's either a god or it's like a fucking archfey. Because I think they
Could be.
sometimes mimic them, don't they?
I think so, yeah. Probably be a safer bet, seeing that they're being all ominous and kind of spooky. Maybe we should, if we pass through a town, just try to gather information, see if that name's spoke of anywhere.
Yeah, or any history books.
Exactly.
Also, did you catch how when I asked everybody if they had heard any ominous voices, Poppy kept dodging the fucking question?
I did notice
I
that.
think they're also getting the voices.
But why wouldn't they just tell us?
Because they probably still don't really like me.
What's not the lie?
How I've
It's so
almost,
charismatic.
I've almost gotten you killed so many times.
Yeah, but that's just like brother-sister things. It happens to everyone.
I'm glad that you're so optimistic about that fact.
Shit happens. At least it's been fun.
Thank
Listen,
you.
y'all didn't ask if you heard anything else.
So we're going to keep this on the down low for right now.
I think so.
All right, between me and you it is then. Kind of feel a little left out, honestly.
You do?
Yeah, there's no voice reaching out to me, telling me to do crazy shit.
I think it's honestly for the best.
There is a voice reaching out to
'Cause-
crazy shit. His name is Jasper.
Because I don't know if
Little-
I don't know if this person's good or bad. I don't know if they're gonna be like, oh hey, you wanna save your brother? Go slaughter an entire fucking village. Because I do it.
Let's not get hasty. Let's just see what happens over the next few days. You know, we talked about journaling, so we're just going to write down anything that's said.
Oh
And
yeah.
just go from there.
Pull out a piece of paper. We still have to go talk to Gunveld.
Oh, yeah, fuck. There's like a lot going on right now.
I expect this journal to just be like 17 sheets of paper just kind of put together. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's
Until
like
she
glued
can
together with
until she
tree
can
sap.
buy one.
not even just because like this is me keeping a journal and it's just pieces of
She's-
paper.
She's more, I don't want to say mature than that. But she's more serious about this topic.
Well, I suppose we should go talk to our father.
Gunfeld.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Bad.
Gunfeld. Let's go.
I know that you're like super hell bent on like referring to him by his like normal name. I could see. Look, I am not exactly like picture perfect person for like social encounters, but like I could see that maybe stinging a bit.
It'll work if I don't have to refer to him in front of him.
I suppose that's true. Just like, I don't know. Maybe remember that it's not his fault.
But I've also just met the man an hour ago.
That's fair.
Valid. That is valid.
Definitely longer than an hour, but yes.
Like, maybe 3 or 4.
I've interacted with him for probably about 20 minutes. Part of it was murdering the person who murdered my mother. But I get, I get what you mean. I do get what you mean.
Yeah.
It's a touchy subject.
Yes. And also, we are probably going to have to. We're probably going to have to go over that, like, at some point as a group. Just kind of like how that made you guys feel. Yeah. Well, you know, I just think that, like, if we're open and honest about our feelings and how brutally murdering a woman has made us feel inside, then maybe we can, you know, just kind of establish an open communication within the group.
Oh, the murdering itself, I'm completely fine with.
Right.
You know, we'll give it a little bit of time to digest and revisit the topic.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
I'll share my feelings right after Poppy does.
All right, you know, this is getting like way too heated too quickly. Anyway, yeah.
Let's go talk to the leader.
See that guy, yeah.
Am I here for that conversation?
For the tail end of it, yeah.
So I just heard I'll share my feelings if Poppy does?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll share my feelings right after Poppy does.
You want to talk about my feeling? What?
No, Ashira does.
No, I think that we should all be open and honest about, you know, how recent events have made us feel, because bottling them up could result in emotional explosivity.
Were you a therapist in your past life?
That's what I was gonna say.
Maybe.
They can't remember.
Maybe I was like super in touch with my emotions, or maybe I wasn't and I'm making up for it.
Jasper does crack a little smile at Az's comment. Just trying to hold back a laugh. Alright guys, let's go talk to the man though. And then we can leave.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I was saying, like, he went to kind of clean himself up and burn off the rest of his frustration, so about the time that you guys start looking for him, he is heading back towards his tent, which is the one that you guys are in.
Excuse me.
Hey there.
Like you're preparing to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit quick, but we have quite a lot we're dealing with right now. Sorry to just come in. Yeah, sorry to just come in and rock the boat and leave.
I understand.
We were hoping to sit down and maybe have a chat, ask some questions.
Sure, yeah. He'll kind of like usher everyone back inside the tent and take a seat.
I'm poking it. Is there a fire? I'm assuming there's a fire in here.
Yeah, there is.
I'm poking at it, stoking it up, making sure that we're not gonna freeze!
I don't know what you mean, I have my triple insulated cloak.
Listen, not all of us have that, okay?
Well, you should have made one.
At this point, I feel like Poppy's forced like 3 or 4 cloaks onto strangers.
Yeah.
That's where all of her money goes.
I have magic boots, so I can wear a pretty dress.
You had questions.
A couple.
What do you know about the Frost Maiden?
Not a lot. About as much as everyone does. I know that people call her cruel, and these last few years have been. But she did protect the Dale for centuries. This was her home first, in a sense.
Do you know anybody named Ravison?
No.
Damn it.
Jasper, in your head, you are going to hear, maybe ask about the cares? Care
Yeah.
Dinaval, Care Koenig.
Do you know anything about Caer Dinavals and the Caer Koenig, the two castles?
It's been about 30 years since I've been to either of them. Is there a reason you're asking?
We do like a lot of traveling.
Well,
We've heard
same.
whispers about, I don't know, cult activity almost.
That would have been
So,
in the more recent years. I know a bit about the history of the towns, but not much beyond that.
In your travels, have you heard anything about these dark black crystals that when you've come into contact, you get very angry and obsessed with them?
What do you know about them?
I'll pull out my journal and I'm assuming I've sketched
Mhm.
what they look like and I'll show them.
I know what they do to people.
What exactly do they do besides just make people angry and obsessed?
They turn into violent murderers.
Oh shit.
The
Quick,
worst versions of themselves.
beyond that, almost like a possession, or they're no longer, there's no humanity left in them. They are just the evil.
What do you know about Duravar?
I see them every once in a while from a distance. They see us, turn invisible. There are a
Seems like
few of them scattered about. Most of the time, we see them either close to the spine of the world or not too far away from Kelvin's cairn.
they have some sort of interest in the crystal. Not really sure how deep it goes, but we did see a couple of them pilfering a large heap of it in East Haven.
I'm not sure what they would want with it.
Do you know how many crystals there are?
Well, there is no certain amount. The crystals were the base of the Flying City from centuries ago. The Netheries got too far ahead with their experiments and magical research to the point where they had flying cities and it all came crashing down. Literally. The
So you're
crystals are
saying
just salvages of Netherese artifacts in a sense.
it's like a power source.
Yes.
Do you know what they
How
can
about
be used for? Besides.
Well, if they could make a city fly, I imagine quite a lot. But I don't know enough about that.
if
I
that's
know
true, it seems like they're just raw magical energy in a crystalline form. It's probably too powerful. That's why it's driving people crazy.
When was the last time you encountered someone who either had one or was under the influence of one?
a few months ago, one of our scouting groups came into contact with them. They tried to break them and they wouldn't break, so they figured they would make good spearheads. By the time they made it back to us, they were no longer themselves and killed quite a few of us.
Sorry.
It acts very quickly. Do not touch it with your bare skin if you ever come into contact with it.
Do you know where they're originally from, like where they're mined or anything?
This was centuries ago. I have no idea. the Netherese still aren't a thing anymore. A few people still look for them. I mean, they were the most advanced magic we had, but that was a long time ago before the spell plague, before a lot of things changed amongst the gods.
Do I feel as if he's holding any information back from us, or is he being...
He is like trying to give you as much as he can, but this is a man with like no real formal education, and just like as the leader, he does have to retain a bit of like just history information. But no one ever said he was the brightest in his bunch to like make sort of connections himself, but it seems like he's being as honest with you as he can.
This is a leader of a hunter-gatherer tribe,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
he is being as smart as he can possibly be.
Yes.
Um. Oh. And Jasper, in your head, you'll hear again. Uh, perhaps you should warn him about uh, the town speaker of Targos. Let him know that he, not a great dude. Nearth Maxilindar. Just in case he ever comes into contact with him. How far is Targos from here? It's pretty far, right?
It's pretty far.
Okay. But I know that they're like nomadic, so they travel
Yeah.
around. So
And
yeah,
every
just
once in a while, like they do stop in and around towns if like either to gather people or just resources that they need. Um, but like that's how they picked up. Like your mom originally was they stopped by one of the 10 towns and like not I didn't tricked was the word that came to my mind, but that's not what I meant. But like got her to come with them. Convinced. There we go.
they
Oh.
stopped for milk and left with a woman.
Yes.
Have you heard anything about, best way I can phrase this, talking animals?
Uh, yeah. Why?
That weren't able to talk before?
You would be surprised how many animals are able to talk here in the Dale. It is kind of magic is just in the air. We've come across several like a talking moose.
Yes.
Uh,
Would you be able to tell me about this moose?
he was violent at first. Attacked one of our scouting groups, but they reasoned with him, I suppose. I wasn't there for that personal one. But he definitely injured one of our finest warriors pretty badly.
Was this in Lonelywood?
Maybe a few miles out of Lonelywood.
So that's where we're going next. I think we might be going to a cabin, but we're also going to see this moose. We've encountered a couple others that have been, so to say, brought to life, being able to speak by who we assume was Ravison, the person I previously mentioned.
Now, years ago, I can't imagine there are many still active, but there were druids that were capable of doing that. It was most of the ones you come into contact with are from those druids. Um, they weren't necessarily all bad, very intent to keep things the way that they were.
This is good to know. Oh yes, side note, if you ever go to Targos, the town speaker, Nath, avoid him. He's a dick.
Noted.
He's a bad person.
Well, you guys had mentioned some sort of cult. I forgot the name. I forgot the name in character, but I definitely probably have it in my notes out of character.
I've got it somewhere in here.
The
Zentara.
That's the one, because I
Have you
believe that's the one.
Ever heard of the Zentara?
Yeah, they're not anything for you to worry about, I promise.
Because we've been encountering them.
They are going to be wherever people are. They're normally just slimy little weasels.
Yeah, less of a cult, more of a criminal organization.
Yeah.
Those were the most pressing questions I had for our mission, guys. Does anybody else have any?
See, I'm having an issue where like campaigns are starting to run together in my head, and I don't know.
I know we're playing so many. Granted,
don't-
you're playing a whole other Icewind Dale.
Yeah, I don't know what I know from there and what I know from here at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever encountered any weird dreams that seem like they were given?
Not
Or
often.
heard of?
I dream occasionally, but normal, mundane dreams. Your mother did have a history of visions followed by intense migraines that would leave her crippled for days.
Did she ever say what the dreams were about?
Most of the time, horrible things. A few weeks would pass and they would come true.
Holy shit, am I a prophet?
Your mom
Well-
was an oracle?
Well, you saw the past. She saw the future. But maybe in the coming time, maybe you can see the future.
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't want you to be crippled by migraines, though, for days.
I wouldn't like that either, but seeing the future would be really badass.
Alright, you do you, love. Was there anything common in the dreams? Like any common factor? Or just that they were bad?
Not that I remember. It wasn't always all bad, but majority of it was, especially the ones that would leave her crippled.
The good ones,
Death,
were they
just-
tied to any sort of strong emotion, or?
More of like safe travels for us, helping finding locations for us to camp, not that I would know of.
Oh, completely off topic, but I think this might be something kind of cool for the twins to know. What is your surname or clan name?
Oh God. Oh God.
I hope it's a dumbass name.
It's going to
I
be.
hope it's so stupid.
I hope if it is,
Gumbo.
I hope it's
I
not,
hope-
and I hope that if it's so stupid, Caitlin changes it.
Yeah,
Dog, it's
Caitlin, it better be so goddamn dumb.
I hope
If
my
it
last
is
name
not
is Biggle Wolf.
knobber knocker level of stupid, I
Oh,
don't
this
know.
guy's fucking name is Gunvald. You really think his last name is gonna be Smith?
Gunvald Nutter Butter.
Harlogson?
Sweet.
That's not
This is definitely
weird so
some
much. It's
Slavic.
just different. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You are the son of Harlog.
Arlogson.
I am
Oh,
Gunvald,
shit.
son of Harlog.
I didn't realize we were Swedish, god damn it.
Yeah.
Neither did I. I took on a British accent.
The English accent is just colonization, guys. It's fine.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
okay.
you.
It all makes
Cultural
sense.
genocide. It's all good.
You also raised by halfling, so it would make sense that your accent wouldn't line up.
It's true, it's true. We're safe.
What looking outside, what time of day is it, roughly?
Probably about 1 o'clock. But somewhere between like 1 and 2.
Yeah, we had murder for breakfast, and then
Yeah.
Fuck.
What are we having for lunch? Tyranny?
Yeah, and then for dinner we overthrow the bourgeoisie.
there we go. And then we let the cake.
And then, of course, cake. There's always time for cake.
God, you fucking nerd.
Speaking of the cupcake, it was sad.
Aw.
It was cute, but it was sad.
Remembering when we were looking up stuff on a map, is this fucking cabin in the woods from a dude in Lizzie's brain? Is this on the way to Lonelywood, or would we have to
It
divert
would
off?
be a little bit off the path, but maybe like add an extra 2 hours back to Lonelywood at the end of it.
Okay, so yeah, not terrible.
I'd say like it's like a 4 to 5 hour just on foot walk to there right now. And then like that'll bring Lonelywood's walk up back to like 6 to 7 hours, just depending on travels.
And I mean, obviously, this is going to be a no, but she'll ask anyway because she's got a spell book and she wants to use it. You didn't happen to run across anything like magical that you guys don't know about and don't want to mess with?
Not recently, no. Sorry.
No, it's perfectly fine. I mean, magic is quite scary.
It is. There are not a lot. There's not a lot to be found. That's good.
Well, hopefully we can be some good in this world. I'm going to kind of turn to Jasper again and say in your head, want us to give you some time alone with your father before we go?
I think she just gives you like a slight nod.
Poppy, Andy, would you guys mind helping me out, just kind of getting some things organized before we go?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we should probably go find some lunch.
That's a good idea. Lunchtime.
We will leave the area.
As they kind of leave, like the emotional toll is really setting in on him. You see him kind of like lean back into his seat, his shoulders kind of fall, and this is like an older man. I mean, he has done a lot of traveling, a lot of hard work, and you can like see it in this moment, like almost like the life that he has lived, like etched into his skin.
As I leave, I'm gonna shoot the twins a look of like, be nice, be gentle.
Okay, Mom.
You also can both hear in your heads. Maybe you should also ask like how you met your mother and find out information like that. Might be interesting. And then just kind of hops away.
It's all right. This is about as awkward as I could imagine it to be for both of you. I may be your father by blood, but I was not there for the important moments or for your upbringing. I understand that I am a stranger to both of you. That being said, I know I've already said this. It will always be open for you to return, or if you don't ever have a place to go home to.
Thank you. And I believe we do intend on returning every once in a while just to visit. And maybe, get to know each other a little bit better.
I would appreciate that.
So I think I should just be pretty straightforward of you are correct. Currently, at least to me, you feel like a stranger. However, I would like to hopefully in the future be able to form a relationship.
Same.
I will be here when you both are ready for that and have the time.
Just right
It's
now,
busy.
it is awkward.
It
No,
is
I
very,
get it.
very
I
awkward.
get
Like,
it.
ugh.
I don't have any expectations for both of you. I cannot imagine being told that you went from being orphans to knowing that something is being left to you, but that doesn't have to be a pressure. You don't have to take that. There are others that can pick up the mantle for leading the tribe.
Well, you look like you still have a lot of life left in you, so we shouldn't have to make that decision anytime soon.
We'll see. It can be dangerous out here.
You made it this far.
I can send other people out for most of the fights now.
I hope taking your healer won't, or rather, getting rid of your healer is not going to be such a harsh burden.
The next few months will probably be difficult, but someone else will learn. That's how we've always done.
I know when we're here, Az and I both know a bit of healing. We might be able to teach some people if needed. However, a journey here might be a bit long in between.
We'll see how we are next time you both manage to make your way back.
I had one question while my friends were not here. I'm gonna hold up my sheet of paper that I wrote that name on. Do you recognize this name by chance?
Where have you heard this?
In my head.
Just the name or the voice?
The voice.
And the name, both.
I asked them what their name was.
Tread very carefully. Do not make any deals. But if she is offering you guidance, there's a reason.
What do you know?
Well, she's an archdevil, for one.
Oh, I point as I knew it.
Oh, you said archfey.
Ah! It's the same.
Where is it different?
It's the same thing in my mind.
How powerful are we talking here?
She is the leader of one of the levels of hell.
Oh,
Oh,
tying
Oh!
in the loose ends.
Oh.
What up? What up?
Now I know why that name was just a tad bit familiar in Danica's head.
yeah.
I
See,
feel like Kira
I
might
am-
also know this
I
name.
have ran the campaign where that character is the villain, so
I want to know the name.
I want to know
Do
the
you
name so
know-
bad.
Do you know why an archdevil would be in my head?
Well, if I had a guess, I mean, what is she saying?
She'd first come into my mind asking, do I want to protect Az? And I'd said always. And so she had asked, or it was just to listen to her when the time comes. And then
There is a blood war in the hells between devils and demons and everything else. There is chaos. There are enemies in the nine hells. Even between the devils that run the hells, they have enemies. If she is reaching out to you, one of her enemies is probably working directly either against you or something that she is trying to stop. It doesn't make sense for her to reach out unless she has a plan. But normally it would be to stop one of her enemies, whatever their plans may be.
I'll turn to Az. Do you think it could be Ravison?
It is something much
I think
larger.
you're thinking a little too small scale there.
Is it the Frost Maiden in general?
Maybe.
There's a lot going on because
However,
you see,
it is 2 years late after the Frost Maiden has enacted her plan.
Well, it's worth asking the next time one of us contacts each other.
One thing to keep in mind about her is she hasn't always been an archdevil. She was a celestial who went to try and stop the blood war and lost control of herself. Was kind of tricked into the crown that she now wears.
So you're saying there could be a little good left there.
I'm not saying to trust it or to agree to anything that she says, but there could be.
Something to go off of, at least.
At the very least.
Thank you for answering all of our questions. I don't know what else to say.
It's fine.
I'm just going to put out my hand awkwardly to try to shake his.
I'll put my hand out at the same time.
Oh
He does
god.
he does like the cross one, right? And his hands are massive and scarred and like envelop both of your hands. Until next time.
Until next time.
Until
Be
next
safe.
time. You as well.
Do you, as you guys look at, do any of you know the sending spell? Because none of us do.
No, not yet.
Fortunately not.
Okay, well, if you want to know where we are, that may be useful. We do move.
I'll see if we've got a mage who learns things from a book. If they ever
That's
learn
true.
that spell, we'll use it to contact you.
We'll reach out.
Do
For
you have
sure.
do you have a route that you follow?
No.
No, you just go where you want.
Mhm.
I mean, I like that
Like-
mindset.
The nomadic tribe. Yeah, we just move wherever the weather takes us.
The weather seems like it's snow.
Yeah, constantly. It's
I
gotten
can
a lot
follow
harder
you.
these last 2 years.
That's
I
fair.
mean, I know the spell. It would just take me a while to figure out how to cast it.
That is just next time when you guys decide that you want to come back.
We'll get back to you,
Possibly.
possibly.
I
No, you will.
yeah.
We'll eventually, at an currently unknown date and time,
It's going to get too awkward for me, and I'm just going to turn into a raccoon and fucking
Yeah.
scamper out.
Oh, when
I give-
your coping mechanism is turned into a raccoon.
I give
Oh,
I give Az like a look of betrayal for leaving me in this situation by myself.
Aw.
It's fine.
I kind of shove Jasper after him. Go get your
As-
brother before he does something stupid.
I go and chase after Az.
as
He
I
does-
cringe into a raccoon.
He gives you like a single nod, Poppy, and is just like, take care of them.
Yeah, I'll try.
They take care of us too.
I'll message you in a month or so if you haven't heard from us by then.
Thank you.
We're doing something.
And that is probably going to be where we wrap up tonight's session, because I still got a lot of packing to do.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.